You really don't have a choice, but it's been awesome. We got such a special group, great group of guys, coaches and players, and it's a ton of fun, super easy. Football characters off the charts. Yeah, they love ball, so it's been a blast.
How much easier is it, Coach, having all that talent?
Yeah, you know, when it's like, yeah, life's a lot easier, and we've got a ton of it back there. But the thing about it, I mean, they work, and the plays they make today, the plays they've made in their careers to this point, it's because of their preparation, the time that they put in, weight room, off season, film study, walkthroughs, doesn't matter. So they come out here, they know how to prepare. They're great pros.
Reed and Lowry, the three safeties were kind of vying for roles on the team. Talk about just Kane, Reed, and Lowry.
Yeah, they're all doing a great job. Again, when you have as much talent as we have in that room, top to bottom, and the young guys that have come in have shown the ability to grasp, the scheme and learn what to do. And then they got ability out here to run and make plays. Yeah, iron sharpens iron, like man sharpens man. So they've done a great job. Everybody knows what's at stake, but they're all rooting for each other too.
How much have you enjoyed getting to know Jaire Alexander?
Oh, as much as you guys, as much as his teammates. He's special. He's got so much juice and so much energy and so much swag. And then when he gets out there, he's been telling us, I haven't played football since November. I got to ease into this. And then he jumps out there and looks like he, hasn't taken a day off. So super smart, knows how to play. He's a great teammate. He brings, like I said, a ton of juice and energy. You can just see, like when he intercepted a ball today, did you see the reaction from the whole defense? Like, that's love. That's respect. When that happens, it's easy to tell. Like, these guys know that guy's not only a great player, but they love him as a human, as a teammate.
What kind of impact does that have when you have a guy who has that swagger and juice? And some guys have talked about that. It's kind of been like a missing element a little bit to that group.
It's huge. It's huge because you got a ton of talent back there, but there's guys that kind of lead by example, very quiet. Their play isn't quiet. It speaks for itself. But then you get somebody, with that type of swag, that Jaw has. He's not afraid to talk. I can't say the word. I used to be able to say that, on my other job before I came back to coaching. But he loves to yap, and they feed off of it. That's contagious. So it's great to have him.
Chuck, we know Awuzie's track record as an outside corner, but is he someone you could also see be effective kind of moving around, whether that's inside or even at safety for some reps?
100%. From a physical stature, he's put together. He's got good size. He can run. And most of all, his football intelligence, his football IQ is off the charts. So we've worked him in there a little bit dime backer. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. So he's certainly a guy that he's a quick study. He's played for a long, long time, so he understands. He knows how to play. He's always in the right spot. So you get in a pinch, you can't have enough guys like Cheeto that have versatility, position flex like that. So that's a bonus for us for sure.
When you have so much talent back there in the secondary, what can you do? What's kind of your focus on trying to get the most out?
In what sense? What do you?
Just, is there something you focus on as far as trying to get them as far as communication, gelling, anything? Is there anything specific, like drills or how you talk to them, trying to get that?
Yeah, it's even like, they had Friday off. We're back at it today. So Thursday night, Jaw had a DB night at his house, Jaire. So everybody went over there. So developing those relationships, developing that brotherhood, it's like goes way beyond anything. When we walk in here, they're always communicating, they're always talking, they get a feel for each other. But when you build that relationship like that, and that becomes much deeper than just showing up to a 9 to 5, show up, do your job, and then leave here, that goes a long, long way.
Is there anything with Nate Wiggins that you're emphasizing to help him take his game to the next level?
Yeah, just consistency, because we've seen him, from a talent standpoint, the measurables are there. He can run with, anybody in this league. It's just consistency, being able to play at that level, down after down. And then year 1 to year 2, we all expect a big jump just from I think the game's really slowing down for him from a mental standpoint. He's starting to get all the calls down. So now it's going to be, okay, what's the down and distance? He's going to understand that. What's the personnel in the game? What's the formation? He's going to be able to dissect and diagnose instead of worrying about, okay, what's my job on this call? He's already got that down. So now it's like he's figured out 3rd and 8, it's one of these 2 plays based on the personnel, based on the formation, motion, and all those kind of things, So just consistency.
Chuck, when we talked to a couple of the defensive guys, they've all talked about emphasizing more turnovers. We saw a few today. What are you kind of doing and the coaches trying to do to maybe get more turnovers?
Yeah, so, it starts with, the head coach, obviously, and then Zach. We talk about that every single day. The ball is everything. Besides the final score, takeaways determine win-loss more than anything else. You're +2, you're +3, you're going to win. You're +3, you're going to win 92% of your games. So we drill it, we talk about it, we show tape. Zach's done a great job of going back and finding all the turnovers and takeaways. Every one of Ed Reed's, Ray Lewis, those defenses from when John first got here in 2008. So he's showing our own guys making plays from practice. So when you see it, you talk about it in the room, you go to practice, individual drills, we're working turnovers all the time, we're talking about it, and then you have a day like today, where you get 4 or 5 interceptions, guys are getting their hands on the ball, pass breakups, those kind of things. Again, it just becomes kind of a feeding frenzy, if you will.
The coach will be here in a couple days for joint practice for you. Will be some emotion seeing the horseshoe helmets here?
No, it'll be great. Not many players left on that squad from when I'm there, but a bunch of personnel guys, front office people, ownership, obviously, Carly and Kaylin. I don't know if Casey will come, so it'll be great to see a lot of familiar faces.
Chuck, you talk about iron sharpening iron. What have you seen out of this Ravens receiver group that's really testing your secondary?
There's a ton of speed. There's a ton of athleticism. Greg Lewis does a great job with that group. They run great routes. I mean, they're explosive. They are super fast, super explosive. It's like, Zay Flowers got feet like a shorebird. I mean, it's almost impossible to get a hand on some of these guys. Little Wade, I mean, those guys are so quick at the line of scrimmage, and again, their route running, just the competitive nature. And it reminds me, I go back to college to my Miami days. We were so talented on both sides of the ball, and those guys competed at such a high level. By the time game day came around, it was like easier, just because of how competitive those guys are.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you guys.